Hello and welcome to Teeth of Glass. I am Gloomy and we've got an elderly male, very underweight, age unknown, gunshot wound to the chest. Pulse. Eye. Unknown. What do you mean, unknown? I couldn't find it, but he's breathing. That's impossible. It must just be feigned. Just get him hooked up to the monitor. We need to operate now. Dr. Ekstrom? Yes. Are you ready to operate? Yes. Preparing to make the first incision. Begin. Oh my god. Where's his blood? I've never seen anything like it. How is he alive? Get that bullet out of him first, then we'll just get the bullet out. The inky black blood splashes on my face. It felt both hot and cold, and seemed to work its way past my eyes, across my face, into my nose and mouth. And then I fell into darkness. Dr. Claridge? Blake? What the hell? Where are you? X-rays. There was no need to take them down. Surgical table. I didn't want to wipe down the table until I knew what that substance was. Surgical table, alright, we talked about that again. Okay. A whiteboard. I had more important things to do than wipe it down. Why is all you can think about cleaning? Anesthetic trolley. There was no need to use the anesthesia card. Supply cupboard. I didn't have any reason to go rifling through that cupboard. Yeah, that looks totally normal. This is the only way out. How the hell did someone chain these doors shut? Bloody handprints appeared on the glass of the cupboard. It was a cheap Halloween trick, the kind that Dr. Blake liked to pull. But not at work. Blake, wherever you are, this isn't funny. People are relying on us. This will cost you your job. The only answer was incessant rain. Damn it. I looked at the cupboard. Perhaps I had to look inside and play his stupid game to get out of this. He would have gone by tomorrow if I had anything to do with it. There was something at the back of the shelf. I needed to get the bottle out of the way to get to it. Oh, we just picked a whole lot of things up, I guess. Fuck that. What the hell was that? Did I mention it? Bottle with a key inside. Alright, we have quite a lot of things here. Can I use it? There's a drain. There was no need to use the anesthesia card. Lost. I had more important things than to do to wipe it down. Yeah, you realize that things changed? What is this? Organic mass. No, there was no way I was touching that. Oh, there's an eye in the corner here. Alright, let's get back. Hello. Who are you? The marionette was almost life-size, made of carved wood. I couldn't place the style. Maybe it was Middle Eastern. The wooden bow. I can't do anything with it. The marionette The wood was beautifully carved. The surface felt soft as skin. Yeah. The way he takes that just accepts that things are happening and not panicking. What the frick is this? It was my home. My study. Why was it here? It was a photograph of me and Mary on our wedding day. But what had happened to our eyes? Red teardrop gem. What do I do with that? Ah, there's a latch. Get that latch and let's take the gem. Mary? Can't go any further down here. There is something. There was something. Was there? Nah, I guess not. Maybe the chains. Alright, let's try to use the tweezers on the sealed bottle. No, that doesn't work. Maybe the sealed bottle somewhere? Clay bottle? No, that wasn't right. Methacrylate. Okay. Surgical scalpel. I managed to lever the wires off and get the key out, but the scalpel broke in the process. Okay, I got a key. Does this work? Okay, it was one key. Anything else on the cupboard? Oh, wait, I can move it? Moving the cupboard revealed a huge, fleshy wound in the wall. I could hear crying from within. Cavernous hole. Webbing. There's a weird object, a warped object. There was no way I was tearing that thick organic mass by hand. I needed to think of something else. That's a funny idea. Maybe with something like this. Oop. Curious bottle. Silver bullet. Parasitic acid. Oh yeah, just make acid. Yeah, okay. That works, I guess. Okay, let's take toy bear. It was my daughter Freya's toy bear, Monty. The eyes had long ago been lost. But there was something else there now. A red gem lodged in the eye socket. I made my way back out of the hole as quickly as I could. Oh, that would cause too much damage. I needed to be more careful. I was able to carefully remove the jewel without damaging the toy. Freya wouldn't have forgiven me if I had hurt Monty. Monty. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever the thing is, it's taking form. I can't talk to it anymore. There's a surgical tray. There was nothing on the tray. Anything helpful with the marionette? The marionette was almost life-size and made of a carved, yes, we know that already. Anyway. Alright, we put a green liquid in. Made the grease blue bottle. We have clay bottle. The blue bottle and the green liquid. The liquid took on the appearance of blood. And strange to tell, among that earthen lot, some could articulate while others not. And suddenly one more impatient cried, "Who is the potter, pray, and who is the pot?" A small iron key appears in the bowl as the blood seeped away. Interesting. Okay, we have another key. Just use that, I guess. Okay. No, I wasn't going in there again. I do agree with that. So what do I do with those jewels? Yeah, that's taking more form. I don't like that. No, that wasn't right. We have a silver bullet. We need a silver bullet for. So I don't know if we can use the marionette again. This is not. If I may have a moment of your time. Good evening, good morning, whatever the time is. It means very little to me. Hi. Before we begin, can I check your name? What? Joshua Hexstorm. Yes, Dr. Joshua Hexstorm. Yes. Excellent. Always good to start by knowing who you're talking to. I suggest you ask some questions, young man. I suppose this must be quite shocking. Maybe I would have reacted the same once upon a time. I'm a bit long in the tooth now. Anyway, ask your questions. We must draw this to a conclusion. Who are you? What are you? I'm sure I did once have a name, but I must have forgotten it long ago. I don't need a name, to be honest. All I am is my role. Your role as what? Scribe, maybe? Historian? Some days I feel a little more than a glorified dictaphone. Ah. What are you recalling? Everything that I see. A story that I am privileged to be witnessing. Yes, call me the witness. That will do. What kind of story? The best kind. Adventure, love, loss, struggle, triumph. A masterpiece. Your skin, your body. How are you alive? My man, just know that's not a question you ask in a situation where randomly your door gets locked, you wake up in a place that looks like your workplace, but nothing's right and everything is weird. I just take that for face value here. I don't know that I am. I exist, that is enough. All I need are my senses to observe, my mind to understand, and my hand to wield the pen. All else is just matter free to be lost. What is this place? I suppose the best way to describe it is as a holding cell. No, sorry, I should rephrase that. Maybe an airlock? What? I know, probably a poor analogy. Maybe limbo, purgatory, but it should say not in a religious sense. From what I have seen, there is no God. Not in the popular sense, anyway. There is power, that is certain. Apologize, I'm rambling. What the frick is going on? Am I dead? No, not at all. Well, not yet. Even so, life is temporary anyway, my friend. From the point of view of an eternity, you may as well be dead. What is that supposed to mean? Stop speaking so frickin' riddles. Well, that is a fair point. I do rather like the sound of my own voice. I rarely get to use it nowadays. Who's the man on the table? Oh, he would have what remains of my guts for garters if I were to say his name. Needless to say, he's the reason that I am here, and the reason you are here. He's watching you. Quite a privilege. What is he? Is he a demon? Ha! No, not at all. He's a man, just like you. Well, maybe not exactly like you. There's no one quite like him. Can you help me to get out of here? Yes, of course. The destination, though, that is what you need to decide. What do you mean? I will lay it out for you, good doctor. You have always been conscientious man, diligent in all matters of work, have you not? I have. Following in the footsteps of your father, your brothers, you were the youngest to achieve your doctorate. How do you know all this? You choose those nights away from your wife, from your daughter, to follow your dream. I didn't choose. It is always a choice. I am not trying to shame you, doctor. You seek knowledge. You want to better yourself. And by your actions today, you have given yourself the opportunity to see things, places, events that you would never have the chance otherwise. You can join us, see the unseen rise up against the etheric bonds that shackle humanity, and break them. Or you can return to your family, to your profession, become a ripple in the ocean of time, lost in a heartbeat. And this is not without meaning, my friend. For every moment of this cosmic that you witness with us, you will miss a moment just as vital for your soul with your wife, your daughter. I had a family once too. I was a grandfather. I suggest you take some time to decide. Come back to me when you are certain of your answer. I will be waiting. Alright. I mean, he's been held up by that freakish end. I had nothing else to gain from the marionette. The marionette looks so off. I guess I have nothing else to do than to speak again to the witness. Alright, let's talk to him. We're missing one key and I have no idea what to do with those. So, you ready? What is your decision? Knowledge or love? Let's go for love. Love. The curious, twisted man gave a sigh, a smile moving fleetingly over his withered features. So be it. I took the red gem. It was warm in my hand. And where do I go? Where do I go? What do I do with them? I haven't seen a way to use those. Yeah, click the hole. There's nothing else to gain here. There's nothing else to do. I wasn't going near him. Do something with that. Locate red gem. Every red gem. This one right. Green liquid, red liquid, grey liquid, hammer. Das haben wir aber schon, ne? Oh, that wasn't right. Ah, boy. Let's check out what we can do with that. Anything else to do with the cupboard? There was no need to look through the cupboard again. I'm not going in there again. Chains don't work. Hello, can you help me? I had nothing else to say to him. The decision was made. Large leather-bound book. To become reborn, you must first recognize your roots, the land that first held you. Secondly, you must bathe in the blue waters that quenched your thirst. Lastly, you must allow the essence of life to flow. Blood be bound. I guess that's the hint that I missed for the marionette. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. I pressed the jewel into the place. What? I pressed the second jewel into place. Completed silver bullet. That won't do anything. The symbol on the bullet was growing. I felt nausea rise in my gut as I stared at it, the blood pounding in my ears, and then as the bile rose in my throat. A shame. I had hoped that... But then, hope means little. And you have earned the right to choose. You saved me, and I will respect your decision. Remain here, but know this. In your silent evenings, in your choked back confessions, as the shadows of doubt dig their way into your soul. Axtom, can you hear me? He's coming round. Contact his wife. Her name's Mary. The contact details are in his file. It's Eve. Axtom, we're going to do some tests. You just passed out. Have you been drinking enough? Will he be okay? I think so. What happened to him? He was operating on... Is there a patient on the way? I don't think so. The table is prepped, but there's no one. I remember his teeth. I think we all need a rest. His teeth! His teeth! I will be waiting. So, let's take knowledge this time. Knowledge. The curious, twisted man nodded, his mouth firm. So be it. I took the key. It waved heavily in my hand. As the last chains fell away, I flung the doors open. Nothing could have prepared me for the sight that lay beyond. City of Pillars, Dr. Hackstorm, my home, and one day I will return. And that's Thief of Glass, everyone. Made by Beyond Boolean. There are some demos here, but he also dropped some other games that we'll be checking out in the coming days. I am quite enjoying those. I like the thematic. It's a great way to go on eldritch horror themed things, and as far as I'm aware, the other ones are a little longer. And also, he's currently having Carnival out on Steam, I guess. There's quite a lot of things. We'll talk about that in another game. I just wanted to drop this one for a quick feel, to get a quick feel for what is in store for us here. I hope you have a nice day. See you again tomorrow. And and bye bye.